Coming up on Hands on iOS, I am going to show you my favorite way to charge my iPhone, my Apple Watch, and my AirPods all at the same time. Hands on iOS is brought to you from TWiT's LastPass Studios. You're focused on security, but are your employees? Well, LastPass can ensure that they are by making access and authentication seamless, whether they're working in the office or remote. Visit lastpass.com/twit to learn more.
This is TWiT.
Folks, I have been on the hunt for the perfect wireless charger to set next to my bedside whenever I go to sleep. I want to have a device that's going to charge my Apple Watch, my iPhone, and my AirPods with no issue. And, well, Apple was supposed to have provided that for me, and alas, it did not. So what is a guy to do? Well, there have been other offerings, and in fact, I think we covered one here on Hands on Tech not too terribly long ago. It was Mophie's wireless charging mat, but now I've got a replacement, and it is incredible. It is the Satechi Trio Wireless Charging Pad, and boy howdy is this one of my favorite products that probably I've ever had. So let's talk about it. Well, the Satechi Trio Wireless Charging Pad is a trio method charging pad for your AirPods, your iPhone, and your Apple Watch. This device lets you charge all three at once, and it does it overnight wirelessly. So each of these spots are, of course, laid out for you to drop your devices wherever they need to go. And the AirPods charger works for both the new AirPods Pro and the current AirPods with wireless charging case. You can drop that right there, and it charges just fine. There are three little circles on the front, three LED lights. Some people are very curious about that. And I actually have taken those and covered them up because I don't like to have those lights shining at night. They will go away after a while, but just the fact that they're there at all and putting light into the air is not something I'm into. So I go ahead and have those covered up. But there are three charge indicator lights in case that is something that you want to know to make sure, for sure, that your devices are charging as they should be. Now, on the back is simply this aluminum covering with all of the necessary information about the device, and these very large, very thick rubberized pads on which the device is placed. And so it really holds quite nicely whenever you set it down on a counter, on a surface, and it does not go anywhere. It has no interest in moving. One of the very delightful things about the Satechi Trio wireless charging pad is not only the design, which is this beautiful aluminum. It doesn't have chamfered edges, or actually, it does have slightly chamfered edges, so very Apple design inspired, but this design is quite nice. It's very hefty. It feels good in the hand, and oh, how beautiful. It's USB-C charging. We love USB-C charging. But what I love is that you can charge your Apple Watch in two modes. You can have it lay down flat, or it supports nightstand mode by flipping up and letting you place your Apple Watch right there. So if you're curious about what nightstand mode is, that is Apple's way of letting you use your Apple Watch sort of as a nightstand clock. When the watch is charging, you can sort of bump the watch very slightly, just give it a light tap, and you can see the time. It's displayed in a nice dark green color so that it doesn't blast your retinas in the middle of the night. And that way you can always tell what time it is. So it's sort of like using your Apple Watch as an alarm clock and just a clock in the middle of the night if you ever need it. It's there and available to you to see the time without turning on your bright phone, or like I said, having that brightness from the Apple Watch display itself affect you. So it's a special mode that activates when it's charging. You can see how long it has to charge and then also check the time very easily. Now, let's talk about what we have on offer with this wireless charging case. So, of course, along with those LED indicators to show you and the USB-C charging, which is fantastic, it offers 7.5 watt fast charging. So that often is something that folks are curious about with their devices. How much juice am I going to get out of this thing? It comes with a 24 watt USB-C power charger and the cable. So it's all included in the package, which is quite nice. You don't have to worry about that. But yes, you get 7.5 watt fast charging from the Satechi Trio Wireless Charging Pad. I have to tell you, I've been using it for a while now, and genuinely, it is the best. I don't find myself having to very lightly place my device and try and figure out where it needs to go perfectly to sit down. I put my phone down. I've already got usually my AirPods charging case on there, and I drop my Apple Watch onto it, and boom, it's charging all three so easily, so simply, and I just love this thing. It is, in my opinion, well worth the cost. When you compare it to other multi-wireless charging pads, it is round about the same price, but you get excellent hardware and excellent design. All comes together to make for an excellent bedside charging pad, which just, I mean, what else can I want? It's fantastic. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Hands on iOS. I hope you are as excited as I am about finding a way to elegantly and perfectly charge all three of your main devices, your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods, all in the same place. It's such a handy way to do so. I will, of course, be back next week with more as we go hands-on with apps and questions and settings and all sorts of things. And I do appreciate you for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, please do click that subscribe button in whatever podcast player or listener you use. That's twit.tv/HOI to find the links to all the ways you can subscribe to the show. And if you're on YouTube, youtube.com/hands-on-iOS, please hit that subscribe button. The like button on this video would be great. And if you want to know when the latest episodes are out, go ahead and ring that bell as well. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week with more.
Be sure to check out the other shows on the network, like my other show, Hands on Wellness. I love to share different tips and tricks that's going to help you get a better grasp on your personal wellness. Just go to twit.tv/how and subscribe now.